No, means in the early time we didn't have this baby thing, There's no thing, So, and my families are going buying like the big bananas. Then they dry on the green one. They dry on the sun, and they make in powder. Then they're using it with milk.
This is the Birth Agni podcast, the fire that brings us alive, that burns myths and opens a channel of authentic natural birth stories. This show debunks the many myths of the medicalized births, showcases the plethora of choices a pregnant couple can make to embark on their empowered birth journey. I'm Divya Kapoor, a certified birth and lactation counselor and an aspiring traditional birth attendant. Let's get the flames blazing high. How has the week been like? No childbirth classes last week, only lactation consults because I wasn't doing well. I'm much better now, doing very well from the last 2 days. So, enrollments for the October and November childbirth classes are open. If you wish to sign up, you can visit my website, www.birthagni.com. So, today is part 2 of our discussion with Sara and Khan. Part 1 was released before that, which is about their free birth. And if you haven't heard that, you should absolutely go to episode 84 and listen to that because this is in succession. Today in this part, we're going to discuss placenta tinctures, breastfeeding, vaccinations for babies, and much more. So let's go with the lovely Sara and Khan.
Yeah, I also made a tincture, so which you can use also if they said if the women have like a postpartum depression, I think, and also if the baby can use it like in their teenagers, like for hormone imbalances or something like this.
They can feel or sick coming. Yeah, we bought alcohol and then put inside.
Khan, tell us, how did you make it?
Just for we bought the alcohol for white rum. Yeah, white rum, and then put inside the bottle and keep it. Yeah, they're like a month.
A month, I think. Yeah,
keep it. Yeah,
and then we separate it.
Then we separate it. Yeah.
Yeah, you take out the placenta chunk.
Yeah, take it out. Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, that's how it is made, and especially for women, also, like in adolescence, puberty, when puberty hits, and all the hormones they are really, making them mad. This really helps. It kind of helps the brain soothes the yeah.
And then also we did also placenta. We printed one of the canvas. We just press it. Yeah. Also we have that also.
Wow, you have it? You have it now? Oh my god! Show us at the end of this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, lovely. And how did the breastfeeding go? How was it?
So the breastfeeding was like
first 3 days, not much.
Yeah, the colostrum. So we were like prepared of the colostrum thing.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe is something which women should be really informed about. Like a friend of us gave birth now, and I really told her like don't worry, like it's enough. I actually was worried, and I asked Khan to go and get goat's milk. You remember?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know if this is enough, so please go and get goat milk every day and see. But it's more than enough. Yeah. And you read about it and you understand that it's actually so important.
Yeah, we had it
for the health of the child.
Yeah. We had 2 days, then we buy it, but they don't really give it actually. And then we give breast milk.
Yeah, we just give the colostrum in the end. We just had it as a backup because I was like, wow, this is not a lot. And then when the milk kicks in, then it's like, vroom. I think on the 3rd day, it was just like, okay, now we go.
Yeah.
And
so much.
It was so much.
Especially in the one breast more. Then one breast less. Then after that, we had one lady also had a class with it. Then she told some trip.
Yeah. We also had like after like maybe 3 months or something like that. Like we had no real issues.
Yeah.
but then Sion had something, and he was like sort of choking, and we went to see a lactation specialist online, and yeah, she was really good. She was like, because he just wanted to eat from one breast also, so we were like, why is this like more? He was like more inclined towards that, and she helped us. She was like, hold him differently because it can be like he has some ear, and yes, it's very like interesting to really understand, because the breastfeeding is something which I now think, when our son is like over a year old, and like, I think it become more and more natural in a way that people think that, okay, oh, now they're just going to eat, and they don't need more breast milk. But actually, I was like also thinking about this, and I was like, okay, he's eating quite well now, and we could like get it less, and but then there are also days when they're not feeling so well, and they really, really depend on you for this. So I would actually just like I continue. Like, I see that it's doing well for him sometimes, and he's actually like he's feeling better. So with this, to have this, it's sort of comforting for them. So yeah, we will continue.
The babies are sick, they kind of rely on the breast milk and the comfort, and your body is producing antibiotics and all the immune boosters. And then by nature, they know, okay, this is what I need to feed on to become better, and it just works itself. So yeah, as long as it works for you, and it's such a nice
Yeah.
thing. Sometimes
Yeah, it's a very like special thing. Like,
Yeah.
really, you're like, wow, how, because when I grew up, there was actually one girl, and she became pregnant quite early, and she was like, no, 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 I don't want to breast milk anymore. It's like ruining my breast and this and that. And okay, because I had no idea about these things. And then I'm like, when I see my son drinking from my breast, I'm like, okay, this is what they are for. This is their purpose. This is what's happened. They are not about to be this, about the shape, about this, about that. This is the only reason why we have these things. So, hey, just just go with it. It's not going to change your life, but it will change the life of your son or your daughter. I think it's there. Why would you even want to give the other thing? Just do it as natural as you can.
Yeah, and we don't give any baby product on the shop.
Like, you mean no, what's it called? This Cerelac and all these things.
Whatever the baby food they call, we don't give anything like that. Nothing like that.
That's
We all
one.
made from. Yeah, we all give what we made in the house. We make it fresh.
That's how it should be. All these baby products, they're just trying to lure the market, but they do nothing. They do no good, no
Yeah.
matter what they say.
No, means in the early time we didn't have this baby thing, There's no thing, So, and my families are going buying like the big bananas, then they dry on the green one, they dry on the sun, and they make in powder, then they're using it with milk, We used to give the ragi, the millet, So the ragi, the pork they make with the coconut milk and everything, fresh coconut milk, take it out and add inside and mix it and give it like this. So many very good baby food we have, So yeah.
But also from many people that I asked like this, so they were like, they were like telling us like, oh, you should do like this. Nearly all of them here are also using the Cerelac, and people are promoting it, and I'm shocked.
Yeah, lots.
I'm like, why? Like, you go even like with them sometimes, of course, to the hospitals, and the people just have this idea of the child has to gain so much weight, and you have to do this, and this is the best way to do it. I mean, no, it's like, it's not mutually balanced, this product. And even if there are probably products which are better than that, it's like, if we can like put on, even in 6 months, you have like you double the weight of the baby with just breast milk. So
Exactly.
we are stressing about something which is like, wow, people were like, you're not giving Cerelac like you have to. like it's gonna put on weight on the baby, and you're like, yeah, but maybe that's not the point. Like we're losing, like the point of just putting on weight for what? Yes, of course, there will be weight coming on, but even with the simplest things like this banana he's speaking about and the coconut milk and all these things, So it's, yeah, I think India in that sense is like, wow, you have this. I love your country, like I really, like from all aspects. This experience of the pregnancy and everything, I'm like, wow, you are so close to still this tradition, so it's easy for you to just step 2 steps back and you are back into these traditions which really work, which are really beautiful. Like down here in Kerala, they have Prasara Chikitsa, which is they take care of the baby of its born for
45 days.
45, yeah. So there is the tradition probably in all of India of 41 days to stay in the house for the baby's immune system. Yeah, 40 days, of all these things. And then here in Kerala, there is this special like healing for the mother and the child. They give the child massage. The mother get like herbal bath every day. She get churnam, which is the medicine, which is freshly made from this woman, and there are still these women doing these things. Like it was not that easy to find her.
Yeah.
But when you started, you could
find the good ones. It's hard, but the days is possible. And the time we had in our tradition here, the woman mostly coming to the house, the doula we call, give the birth to help. The same woman, they do all these things, after the born. Also, she come back and do it, Yeah.
Traditionally, what are they called in Kerala? For people down south who are listening, if they want to find out, there must be a specific term used for this
it's
help.
called like white
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you say that again?
White I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
White
yeah.
Because this woman that we found that we really connected to, she comes from a family, so her mother was a doula, like let's say the real deal. She's older, so she's not doing that anymore. But she taught her daughter the treat of doing this traditional prasara chikitsa to take care of the postpartum.
Yeah.
So when she came here and we told her that he's born in the house and it's a home birth, she was like so happy.
Yeah.
She was like, wow. She was like, it's not happening anymore. And she said also from her point of view, because she's, taking care of the women afterwards. And she's like, most of the women have a really big wound from the cesarean. And she says it's not natural, like all the things that they are actually doing to the woman is, like really to take care of, the internal organs. They massage it so they can, like come back in. They bind you, and there is so many things which is like we don't do that anymore because the birth doesn't happen through the vaginal channel anymore. So so she's like, and they just have this big wound where they can't move for many months, So
and also the treatment we go. She come with us to the special shop called this herbal shop called Angadikara. So and you go there and we buy all the herbs, for this all days, and then we also buy a big giant pot to put on hot water, put all the herbs to boil for many hours to boil, and then after that bring it inside and then making bath for her, and also give after that giving also Zion or giving she give massage, and then she also taking the neem leaf and the fresh turmeric, making paste and put on her body and give the bath, so all these things, and then she also making special medicine with jaggery, with some herbs, like making also to give to her to take and to make heal inside, so it's really good. yeah, so only heard about all these things, and then we done a house, so it was really cool.
And also for me, like coming from a society which is like, let's say, the Western world, no,
Yeah.
like coming from there, which I never seen anybody doing like this. So normally, like the mother is out, like the faster the better. She's out with the, like the trolley with the child, like that's wow. And for me, it was like I just knew it was my intuition again. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna stay home for 40 days.
Yeah,
And that's it. Yes, but you told me, but I was like, yes, this is the way to do it. Like, and then I, like I understood how important it is. So it was like quite easy to just do this and not be out. And we had like here in India, I think it's more common that you do it because the no the wife yeah, anyway, the woman stays with the mother, no, normally. That's tradition, no? Like
in Kerala, yes.
in Kerala, it's like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some states, they go to the maternal house before the baby is born, so that the baby is born there, in the maternal house, in and around, so that she's taken care of after birth, for the
Even
next
I told,
month.
even I told also my family also come back after this days, and now I don't want nobody to come and home, so we want to be ourselves this time, and after that everybody comes. So
What was their reaction to the home birth?
yeah, I told my mom, and then told my sister, and then I don't know, okay, like this. I don't know. There's no like my mom is okay, yeah, but my friends are like really, they're really shocked, yeah.
But you didn't tell them before that you were planning on
No,
this.
I don't tell. I don't tell nobody. I don't tell nobody this. Yeah, but only I spoke to like all that I told you before. I would speak to like in the beginning with my couple of my friends. They give very negative things, and I'm like, no, I don't want to speak to nobody about it. This I keep it myself.
You must be so inspired now. I'm sure it does. It has a ripple effect. Touch wood. And how did you feel as a mother, Sarah, when you became a mother? What were your early feelings like?
Yeah, like I said before, like even for me in the beginning, like I never thought I was going to be a mother. So for me, it was just like putting, like, sort of express everything that I never thought I was going to, like do in this lifetime, let's say. So, but even there, it felt like all just so natural. I think that speaking about me, then the most improbable person to even some of my friends were like, you, like what? Like you never wanted to have a child. So I think it's just also there, just go into that place of just like we know it. We know it. It's all imprinted in us. All the women, we have this. And we cannot prepare ourselves for it. It's there. So this, I just surrendered into everything. Okay, and that's been also a process because it's not as easy in the beginning. You're like, oh my God, what's this? And like you have if a baby which is completely dependent on you. Now I understand why everybody said it's actually true. Rest as much as you can before. Because that day when he or she comes, it's like, now you're on stage all the time, and there is, you need to
Yes.
sleep, mama, but you need to be awake also.
Yeah.
It's really a hard thing to become a mother, but it's the most beautiful thing you can ever do in your life.
Right. And what were your thoughts? How did you feel, Khan?
Yeah, means I always love children. So this, I like to play with them. They're very pure soul, no? And then when you have your own child, it's every day very special. Every single day, the smell, the smile, the looking, and yeah, every single day is a new day. So new things coming up, from the day one to till now, always have something surprising, making no sound, no move, no things. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's beautiful.
So I wanted to ask about the vaccination also. That did you vaccinate Zian? how did you go about vaccinations thereafter?
I was vaccinated in Sweden, like when I was like young, growing up, and I actually took even as a not adult, but when I was traveling at like 18 to Asia and stuff like this, I had vaccinations, and it's just so incorporated into life that you are like, wow, you are like fine. And then I had some like experiences, and like you speak more with people when you're traveling and stuff like this, and I realized there is actually nothing really good about them. Like it's actually, like you probably know also, you can explain a lot of like autism in children and stuff like this with the heavy influence of heavy metals in the vaccinations, and also us not even knowing what's inside them. I mean, it's like aborted fetuses. It's like what we were speaking about before. It's like the placenta. So the hospital take the placenta. The placenta I understood because a friend of mine in Italy, she asked for to regain her placenta to take it out of the hospital, and they needed a court case for that. She needed to have a lawyer to sign for her. So for the vaccination, I was just like, I knew that he's not going to need it, especially with this corona and all this hype about these things. I already knew that this is not the way. And I want to give him the possibility to afterwards decide for himself.
Sara, would you like to tell us about, when Zian was sick, and you had to face the hospital again?
Wow, this really, this had been like such a difficult moment for me because I had to go through like my deepest fears. So that's why I'm saying that we went to a hospital which is private first, and then they were like doing too wild things. They were testing for too many things. Like you don't have to do certain things on a little child. So I was like, no. And the first thing they ask is like, do you have an insurance? And then we understood that here is a very good medical college where they actually, the best doctors are coming out, and some of the best doctors are staying there. The really difficult cases they take to this hospital. So we said when we were like, we had nowhere more to go, and we already, like we had to go somewhere. We just took him one day after we had like a blood test, and we realized that he had some, that he needed to be checked upon. So we went to this hospital, and you are literally, as a mother, you are left alone inside. There's only rights for the mothers and babies. You know this in India, it's like this, and I had to take care of my son inside. My partner was outside. So that was like for me, just like I'm so grateful now that I had to see, I had to go through this sort of gate, let's say, for my development, for to be able to see that okay, there are some good things being done in there on a level where you of emergency, because we were actually 2 times there, and the second time we came back we were in an emergency, and then we needed them.
Did you at any point in time go back to your decision of a home birth? Because, and I'm not doubting you, but just going to that headspace when Zian was sick, did you ever, for a second, think about all the decisions that you'd taken before?
You know what, I never doubted, and I had to really look at this and be very aware, and also to find that it's not coming from there, this I'm sure of, and I wouldn't have done it in any other different way, and this is actually positively empowering me now. This is what I see.
And that when you just said where the when you had to go to the hospital again and you saw the good side, that was just universe way of expanding your horizon and perspective about things.
Yeah,
And that's what surrendering is all about.
yeah.
And how did you guys change after parenthood for each other? Like, we are couples. First, we are partners, and then things change, and then there are sometimes you're not on the same boat. Sometimes that's how.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, also we've gone through so many things, and in this, like let's say, in these cyclic stages, the child is growing and we are also growing. So this is also sometimes hard because you think that you want to stay the way you are. Like, we are not living the life we did before. Like,
getting also very stronger, also like getting stronger and understanding many things actually, to learn. And then sometimes you think about, oh shit, means it's a lot of work, and especially as woman's side, it's a lot of things, and it's a really, it's hands off all the time, but I should tell now. It's a crazy thing, so it's like...
Yeah, it's just since like 3 weeks, I got back to practice yoga again. And normally I was doing my own practice, but now I'm back with a group of people because it feels like it's really important for me now to just turn off and just be away a little bit. So this is also healthy. So whenever you can do that, that's wow. And then in the couple, when you will find time for yourself.
Find a little time together.
And time together,
Find times,
We are still working on that one together, but it will come.
Yeah, it will come. When smaller, especially our case is now getting better, and then later is more stronger and more fun.
Yeah, it was lovely talking to you, Sara and Khan. It was incredible to have your story and to hear both the aspects, Sara's story and how you felt the entire time and you together as partners. Thank you so much for doing this on the podcast. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Listen to us, and thank you this opportunity to talk with you this podcast.
This was Sara and Khan's story. Their story focuses on the importance of childbirth classes and reaching out if you face any issues in any of your circumstances. Preparation is a must. Trust me, take up childbirth classes and learn about breastfeeding in pregnancy, and you will thank yourself. And I'll see you next week with yet another story. See you soon. Bye-bye. There is a field beyond fear, where the body is empowered to take on labor and birth. To land there, it is crucial to take birth education. To enroll into our unique labor and birth preparation course, reach out to us at www.birthagni.com or scroll through all available prenatal and postnatal preparation classes. Thank you for listening, all in the spirit of birth, womanhood, and freedom. Remember, you got the power. This podcast is about physiological birth and does not offer or claim to provide medical knowledge or diagnosis.